Pakistan, which has a reputation in global arena for its unending support to terrorism and terrorists, has not taken any action against them despite FATF's repeated advisories and warnings. It has, however, made colossal claims on international platforms of doing everything to rein in terrorism. In one recent case of its so-called tough measures against terrorism, two dreaded terrorists of Jamaat-ud-Dawa were prosecuted and awarded 15-day imprisonment for their involvement in terror financing, a report. In what could be termed a desperate exercise, Pakistan has sentenced two dreadful Jamaat-ud-Dawa operatives to 15 days of imprisonment. The verdict comes just days ahead of a crucial meeting of Financial Action Task Force in February in Paris. Even after its sustained presence in FATF's grey list, Pakistan has failed to curb the funneling of funds to terrorist groups like Jaish Mohammad and jamaat-ud-dawa. This decision of an anti-terrorism court in Pakistan makes it very clear that Pakistan has no real intentions of acting against terror groups. Federal Investigation Agency had earlier arrested them during Islamabad's cosmetic crackdown on the banned outfits in a bid to express its obligation towards the Financial Action Task Force.
Well, 15 days of imprisonment really doesn't mean anything if you look at the circumstances in which Pakistan is. It's better to go a little bit into the background of why are they at all trying to display that they are in the business now of really tackling terrorism. I would say it's all the pressure that's come on them because of the Financial Action Task Force having once again put them in grey list. They have been very lucky. They skipped the blacklist. Somehow the Chinese and Turks and also Malaysia perhaps helped them to really to be kept out of the blacklist. But that's what really drives Pakistan today to show that they are taking action against terrorists. Otherwise, if you have convicted somebody for a crime which an anti-terrorist court gets to the point of saying yes, it's a crime which requires punishment, and that punishment is only 15 days, it doesn't actually serve any purpose. It's no deterrence whatsoever.
In its plenary meeting in October, FATF warned the country of strong action for its failure in combating money laundering and terror financing. Under pressure from the international community, the Pakistani authorities launched investigations that were later proven to be shoddy and incompetent. It targeted Lashkar-e-Taiba, Jamaat-ud-Dawa and its charity wing Falai Insaniyat Foundation or FIF for their holding and use of trust to raise funds for terrorism financing. At least 56 seminaries and facilities being run by the JUD and FIF in southern Sindh province were also taken over by authorities in the same case. Hafiz Saeed, the co-founder and chief of these terrorist groups, was also arrested, but there are greater chances of his release owing to absence of substantial evidence against him.
Hafiz Saeed has been moving around freely all over Pakistan. Intermittently, he's been put under house arrest, he's been put under arrest. But ultimately, every time it comes back to the same point that he seems to have enough room for interacting with his organization, giving them necessary instructions, guidance, and leading them into this business of terrorism. So Hafiz Saeed is a case study by itself which proves that Pakistan is not serious at all in terms of getting even the terrorist leadership that has been already, let's say, indicted by international organizations, and they have been designated as terrorists, to be kept out of this business altogether, to be really arrested or legal action taken against them. There is no sincerity of purpose displayed whatsoever in the way Pakistan has been dealing with Hafiz Saeed.
Despite getting warnings from the world authorities, Pakistan does not seem to take any stern action against terrorists operating on its soil. In fact, Pakistani authorities are providing every kind of support and cover to these terrorist groups. Pakistan's covert support includes not providing any protection to the witnesses of terror financing cases. This results in various terrorism-related cases suffering excessive delays as witnesses for the prosecution hesitate to testify. According to Dawn, an esteemed Pakistani newspaper, Around 1,700 cases were pending for 42 anti-terrorism courts by the end of November 2019. With a conviction rate of just 17%, Anti-Terrorism Court acquitted accused persons in around 1,857 cases as authorities failed to produce witness and evidences. Protection of witness should be of the utmost importance in fighting terrorism cases, but Pakistan does not consider rendering it fundamental attention, let alone putting it on the top. And such token punishments given to terrorists are nothing but eyewash to prevent the negative fallout of the international pressure seeking to rein in terror groups operating from its soil.